if you have relationship illness, career illness, financial illness, health illness, material possession illness, this message is for you. My name is Dare Drojaye. Welcome to this YouTube channel. Please subscribe, like, and share this video. Today, we are going to be discussing the law of attraction. The law of attraction says you will attract the equivalent of your thoughts, your emotions, or your intentions. And this will inevitably manifest in your experiences. The law of attraction is solely based on the principle that like attracts like. We overlook principles that we learned in school, and we see education as a means of getting a job or starting a business afterwards. But we neglect the principles by which life is governed. One of the challenges I believe you are facing is that you have a belief in your mind that someone is going to help you, or someone is going to hand over your green pasture to you. I am here to tell you that it is not going to happen. Nobody has a signal to get your SOS call for rescue. But what if there is a better way to send signals that will move the needle in your favor? That is what the law of attraction does. Now, let's take a cue from the seed. A farmer plants a seed and he doesn't even worry himself. He believes that the seed is going to germinate. How does the seed that is put in the soil attract the nutrients it needs for survival? That is a question you need to note. That is a question you need to find answers to. It fulfills the law of attraction. It fulfills the laws governing the earth, because the earth is governed by certain laws. And if you work the principle of these laws, it is going to work for you. Law number 1, visualization. What do you really want? That's a question I don't need you to answer right now, because you need to think about what you want. What do you really want in your career? What do you want in your relationship? What do you want in your finance? What do you want as material possessions? What do you want in your health? You really need to know what you want, because visualization makes it clear to your mind what you really want in life. Without visualization, then there is no clear picture that your mind can focus on, because one of the laws of attraction is visualization. If you can see it, you can have it. So you actually attract what you see in your mind. Whatever your mind can conceive, it can receive. So for you to make it clear, you need to write it down. Now, if you think you can solve this problem with your head, good luck with that. But I am sent to people who need answers, people who really want answers to their questions. Because what you desire and what your subconscious mind wants are two different things most of the time. Desires and what the subconscious mind wants are two different entities most of the time. But how do you align your desire with what your subconscious mind wants? Is by writing it down. Until you write it down, you cannot visualize it. Law number 2, conviction. Conviction is a strong or firm belief or opinion, often accompanied by sense of confidence and certainty. What we call faith. So, because faith is a substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. That is your conviction. That conviction is very important for you to hold in your mind. As long as you can visualize, you have a picture of what you want. And that picture has to be real. That picture has to be believable. So when you have that picture, then your mind has to be convinced that this is actually the reality you want. That this is actually what you want to receive from the conception of your visualization. Conviction is the imprinting of what you have visualized on your subconscious mind. Now, I'm very sure you are curious about why I am mentioning subconscious mind. Take your subconscious mind as the breath of God. I'm not talking about oxygen. Oxygen is different from the breath of God. After God formed you as a human being from the dust of the earth, He breathed His breath upon you. And then man became a living soul. So you are a living soul because of the breath of God in your life. Now, take your subconscious mind as the breath of God in your life that is able to do exceedingly abundantly. Because the breath of God in your life has power. Has power to replicate whatever your mind desires. And that is why I solely believe that whatever experience you have been experiencing, you have been attracting them because you have been visualizing them in your mind, whether you know it or not. If you are not convinced about what you are visualizing, then it will not attract anything. What do you want in your finance? You need to visualize it. How much do you really want to earn per year? Then calculate it per month. How much would that turn out to be per month? Visualize it. And if you are not convinced in your mind, you will not be able to attract it. Because we are talking about the law of attraction. The seed in the soil can attract the nutrients that it needs to survive. You also can attract what you need in this life to live in abundance in this life. You have the capacity to attract the same resources that you need for life. God gave you that capacity, and that capacity is in your subconscious mind. And that's why I'm saying your subconscious mind should be likened to the breath of God inside of you. So whatever you imprint on the breath of God that is inside of you, it can replicate and bring to your possession. Law number 3, fulfillment. Fulfillment is the actualization of your visualization. Whatever you are convinced of that is imprinted on your subconscious mind, the subconscious mind, the breath of God attracts to you automatically. So you have been attracting negative things automatically to you because you have not taken heed of your subconscious mind. You have not taken heed of the things you are visualizing that you are convinced about. So if you are convinced about bad health, you are going to have it. As it thinks in his heart, so is he. This is one of the greatest verses in the scriptures. As it thinks in his heart, so is he. So you are going to receive whatever you ask for. Not only by your words of mouth, but also by visualization, conviction, and then you have the fulfillment. So you need to take note of what you are convinced about, because that conviction is going to be attracted. Therefore, the law of attraction says, visualize, be convinced about it, and then it will be attracted to you. So what are you visualizing? What are you convinced about in your finance, in your marital life? Whatever you are convinced about, you will attract automatically. I believe you have been blessed by this message. Please subscribe, like, and share this video. Until I see you again, keep focusing on the bright side of life.